Would you look at Awka today and say that Awka under Peter Obi is finer than Awka today? But many people can't even open their mouths and say it. Why? They have decided who they want to make their God. Just let the record speak for itself.
Peter Obi's time and Soludo's time.
Compare both now.
We had different climbs and different challenges.
Okay.
And then it is not even
Soludo has a more security. Bro,
generation.
Soludo has a more security challenge than Peter Obi when he was ruling.
Peter Obi also inherited a security challenge.
That
Remember
was dealt with.
The predecessor was actually abducted.
Bro, you cannot.
Anambra was just coming out from a lot of
bro. Now let me tell you. Let me give you the
background.
Let me give you a timeline. Violence started when Mbadinuju was about to be removed. It was concluded that he's not going anywhere again.
Mm-hmm.
PDP did their primaries how many times? 3 times he won it and they did not even honor it. Then they started with the NATO and National Union problem. I don't know if you still remember. Mbane ESS power. Up you that day, you na for cording. One hands up, so that was when there was a hostile takeover in the Togri business. And those that won moved it into a political tool immediately. Then, from then, they started balkanization of all these Togri. Iyala has his boys. Iseke Big has his boys. Nweko Obodo, all of these people. You know, they started all their things. Then, when they formed APGA, that time they now brought it under Mazob. Yes. At Fege then, I know what was going on. We saw it. And it was obvious that Mazob would be working for APGA. Ewereze mu Igbo sentiment we na-esu ya. Gwaze gị na ndị nke a party ndị Hausa, ndị nke a Jibo party ndị Yoruba, these things may n'iru anyị. Ịghọtago? And when Peter Obi mgbe ndị abrazere, I'm sure Peter Obi makwa na Ojukwu na ndị otu ya bụ ndị chọrọ iji that nonsense enye ya nsogbu. He went to Abuja, Obasanjo send their people a clear. But that one, Emanji ya compare ihe na-eme Jos na Orumba South and Orumba North today. Ade ekuzi okwu other places. Ihe ala LGA tireti. Still, na-eke ọka dị.
Ijela, what do you refer as Ojukwu's rubbish?
That Biafra thing now.
Okay.
Oh, that Biafra Obute, and because now Neyenji Gwage say rubbish the foundation here. Under Aguiyi as head of state, Ojukwu arrested Isaac Adakaboro for daring to declare Republic of Niger Delta. The same you, after Aguiyi was killed, you started contesting what you did not contest under Ironsi, which is decentralized power. Why didn't you call for it under Ironsi? Then you think people will not find it hypocritical. When nobody gave you the attention, you went and declared the same thing Isaac Adakaboro declared. What were you expecting? Are you understanding now? And this is somebody that is aware of how the military structure works. We are not under a democratic government. It was a military government. You should know better. You should know better not to dare that thing. At the end of the day, you started running even when it was obvious that you didn't have the resources to prosecute the war. The night of that coup, Ojukwu did not participate, but he was one of the biggest beneficiaries of 1966 coup. Yes, he was in Kano. He did not take his boys to Kaduna to confront Nzogu. And Aguiyi brought you back after the coup and made you Milad, military administrator of the then Eastern region. Are you understanding me now? Then the people that actually worked, Emmanuel Ifajuna, this is a frontline soldier. A nice soldier, an intelligent man. Have you seen any of his clips where he was speaking in an interview? Listen to Emmanuel Ifeajuna, see that this guy is a sharp guy. Mentally, he's strong. Physically, he was an athlete. He won gold.
Olympics.
And the same person, Commonwealth Games. And the the same person told you that you didn't have the resources and you can't handle this. Wanted to stop the war in 1967. And wanted you to surrender and in fact, he even offered to surrender the flag himself, knowing that he was the one that shot the PM dead. And they were going to kill him. He was willing to sacrifice himself. You arrested him, killed him. And almost 3 years later, you did the same thing he wanted you to do 3 years ago after millions have died. What story did they give us about Ifeajuna? Coward.
Sabotage.
Saboteur. When the real coward was Ojukwu. November 1969, he was in Akokwa. I will send you the video later. Telling people that they have destroyed the Nigerian oil flow. That Biafra Air Force has destroyed the Nigerian Air Force because you went to recruit new people that would die for your cause. 2 months later, you ran away. And you knew you were lying to them. Was there a time in 1969 Biafra stopped the oil flow in Nigeria? The answer is no. So why were you lying to your people and knowing that you were lying to them because they didn't have access to information? Is that what an honorable man does? I've read military history. I've studied men who led their people. And I know what heroes look like. You can't place Ojukwu and Jishka at the same place.
Don't you agree that what Ojukwu did was a response? You know, after the whole 1966, you know that a program ensued in the north and everything, and then Igbos were actually facing
there wouldn't be a 1967 if there wasn't a 1966. Let's tell ourselves the truth.
But you know, Ojukwu was just coming to.
But those things were settled later. They were settled. If they weren't settled, what were you people doing in Aburi? Yes.
What was settled, what was agreed in Aburi, was it respected?
So many people have not even read the Aburi Accord. Listen, you know the lie they told us when we were growing up, that Gowon did not know what he signed in Aburi. No, it was Ojukwu who didn't know what he signed in Aburi. Go and read, pull it up now and read why we were here. They said the whole power will be vested in the head of state. By that single decision alone, you are forever under Gowon. So whatever you say you decided or you brought or you didn't bring, if he says no, it's no. In fact, they even had to make him the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. For the first time in Nigeria, the head of state became the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. That means you are under him. What you are doing from then on is mutiny. It's the truth nobody wants to follow. Did they write it or not? It's there. So it is pure mutiny for you to go against your commander-in-chief of armed forces. It's not about your view or your opinion. This is what was signed there. So that's where the mistake is. And an honorable man would look at the fate of his people and decide to back down. What was the lie they were telling us? Oh, if you leave them, they will come over, they will kill all of you, everything. But 2 weeks after the war started, Enugu fell. And students went back to school. If people in Imo State knew that people had gone back to school in Enugu after 2 weeks, they wouldn't have died in that war. It was unnecessary. Okay, after you fled, why didn't they kill everybody? You see?
Because Philip Effiong.
Forget who said Philip Effiong.
Gave in.
Gave what? He surrendered and the war stopped.
Yes.
Which means he could have surrendered in 1967. As Emmanuel Ifeajuna suggested. Ka ngwakwa ga obu na ndị Igbo ayoho family Emmanuel Ifeajuna nwekwe ebe anyị na-eje.
N'Ọnịcha.
Yes. ọ bụ na ndị Igbo ejeghọ yọọ family ife ajụna anyị ebidobe kwa political turnaround kezi ka ị ga-esi nọrọ ebe imechara gba ọsọ 1970 ife ajụna gwabụ gị gba ọsọ 1967 after ka ịjụcha ikwetezie what does that make you? Ndị mmadụ nwụọ for nothing. Ezu ego ndị mmadụ print akwụkwọ ji were ego ndị mmadụ then 20 pounds. I can guarantee you na enweghị ofu onye nọ n'ime family a n'ebe a nọ n'ime office gị ana anybody from be ha nwetere 20 pounds. Kedu dị the money? Ebe a ka anyị Igbo bido dawa. Ịghọtago? Ego gọọmenti a na-eri na ka m gbasukwa ụfọdụ ndị Ọnịcha iwe. Nnamdi Azikiwe akwa na bank ya ka Chief Obafemi Awolowo as finance minister sendere ego asị na a ga-eji revamp industries na Igbo 980 abi 960,000 pounds.
Yes.
Kebe the money dị egwe ofu company imo eji abido. So ka ifu na ihe that war mebiri anyị. That war ihe o mebiri bụ aja. Egochazie bịa gwazie nke kita. Ifugo ihe anything gbasa Biafra aja ewe m iwe iche. Because ebe a ka lose the direction completely. A group of men onye je politics failuo obia bruzie bịa butere anyị. Ka sofa bịa. Nwana iluzo je na anu no re-strategize echi. Ọ bụghị epụta na akọrọ na ifelu because na ehetiri ndị Igbo. Mana ewete grant federal government ọ na-aba na akpu loan taba na akpu anchor borrower program ego ne ka Buhari na akwa onye wete property 1.5 billion ni ya 3 billion interest akwa 2% ka ogin as na kwesi iji ko rice okwe ke rice farm one no na Igbo eji akọ jeje check from Ministry of Finance fuze ndị Igbo na afa ha dị ọkwa ndị a na marginalize o akwa ị na-anụ ya na otu ị nọ ọbụgodu na enwe ihe pasitara enye gị loan 3 billion ebe iweta collateral 1.5 enwegodo ihe na just buru ajeje ti na fixed deposit owo bank na amanye gị any percentage ọbụla ịjọ because the cash dị there o mana o jezie ji ya mekichazie ego ọ na-agwa m na mbịa sori ya na-ebe inene ha dia life na arị mgbe ọbụla enweghị mgbe ha dị stagnant abekwa na akọrọ go for my brother ndị be anyị need imepe anya.
Ijela, how do you expect some people to actually live in the witness this thing like IBB and some of our older people witness this thing? So now the 1966 coup was actually meant to make Awolowo then that was in prison. The aim was to make him the president or the head of state rather. How do you want us to agree that the end game was to make
how many days can how many days can egbu akam? How many days can egbu akam? In acha egwa m na coup eme 1966 January. Kanta coup ya bịa na August
the same year.
So in acha egwa m na February, March, April, May, June, July. Ezuho iji ma Awolowo the leader. Anyị na-achọ ịgwa m ọ bụ ugodu na presidency nke anụ a na-egbegodo egbe ọ bụgodo eju na bụ that crown Awolowo ga-eji bụrụ prime minister abịa 6 months ezughọ ịbịa. Is that what you're telling me? Nwanne ihe niile abụ like m na-egwu ihe abụ event mechagoro eme onwe ozu onye ga-eje magharịa ihe mere that time. Oye history jiwe dịkwa very powerful because a man jenwu na azụ si ka ije correct your mistake. O mege emebunum then anyị nwa na onwe anyị ga na chekizi ihe mere otu anyị dị otu ọ bụrụ na otu anụ aka o si mee why nke emehọ. Ịghọtago? Ịma ngwa m na ị na-achọ ime mmadụ leader 6 months imebeghị ya leader ka ị na-akọ that thing even n'ime 6 months a ị na-consolidate power igbugodu federal system first ka power dịrị n'aka ofu onye iwe je wepụkwuo referendum A man called my last born this thing self.
Can you make a role Zeke play because it was that for now?
Zeke enweghị no problem, enweghị nke gbasara ya because ọ bụ na aka ya dị na ya kwesịrị ịnọchi this man. Na nwoke Ọnịcha jos na ọrụ onwe ya nweghị nke aka ya dị, and I'm sure na ihe ife ajụna ji na-egbu Zeke bụ na ama na Ọnịcha ama mgbagharị. Ịghọtago? A na-abụsi ofu ebe. Ọ ma na Ọnịcha ama mgbagharị ya wata ụwa. Ma ọ bụ na ihe mere Nnamdi Azikiwe. How? Owele. Ka ya asị na onye Ọnịcha ibe. What are you saying? Makwa obodo bụ Ọnịcha. Zeke aka ya dịrọ na that thing. Mana ọ na ịmagonu nwanne ya na-ekwukwa okwu Zeke kakwa ndị a nwee uche.
Okay.
Yes na. Zeke ka ndị a nwee uche. Ka o si akarigodo onwe ya ndị ka o si wee mee all the things o mee. Ọ bụgodu sọsọ his boldness during that war and the things also na one of the few Igbos that were challenging Ojukwu to stop this thing. Also one of the people he sit down study his life, study the things o mee. Afụ na ya nwe onwe abụrụkwa onye nsogbu. He's just a smart guy. Mara ebe ọ na-efix onwe at the given time. Ọ ma call to the right deals at the right time. And in Ekweanyati today, he's a hero. He's a hero by any ramification. By any stretch. Or a hero called like you know ye ga na this thing maybe na Igbo no Zeke maybe. That's same with Mbono Jike. Although ya men ekwesịrị na-akụziri ụmụ anyị, they need to emulate. And ọ bụrụ na anyị nwere that right version of history, this thing na-eme na Igbo now will not have happened. Nke bụ eziokwu.
Dalo.
To be tenant never tire you. Wetin you dey wait for to become landlord now? Make I tell you, with chikini money, you fit become landlord with Pine Leaf Estate and Properties Limited o. Contact us make we show you the way.